Good afternoon, friends and neighbors. We are back here at the library today for another virtual story time. Might do some more from my house, probably will, but today we're here at the library and Mr. Eli is back at the camera. Say hi to the kids, Eli.
Hey, kids.
All right. We're going to try to make this one a little bit shorter than the last couple. I'm going to do 2 books and then maybe a little something special at the end. But I'm going to start with a book called Polar Bear's Underwear. This is a book that I discovered a couple years ago, and I thought it was hysterical, and I hope that you all find it equally adorable and funny. Poor Polar Bear. He can't find his underwear. What's the matter? Asks his friend Mouse. I've lost my underwear. What kind of underwear were you wearing today, Polar Bear? I can't remember. Don't worry, Polar Bear. We'll look for it together. Thank you, Mouse. Look at this colorful striped underwear. Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No, that is not my underwear. Whose underwear is it? Ah, it's Zebra's underwear. And it's his favorite pair, too. This pear has treats all over it. It looks delicious. Is this your pear, Polar Bear? No, that isn't mine, Mouse. Well, then whose underwear is it? Nom, nom, nom. It's Pig's underwear. Here's an itty-bitty pair of underwear with flowers. Cute. This pair looks too small for you, Polar Bear. I agree. But whose underwear is it? You see a little underwear right there? Tiny underwear. Who could it belong to? Ah, it's Butterfly's underwear. And this underwear says, I love mice. This must be your pair, Polar Bear. No, this is not my underwear at all. Well, whose underwear is it? Oh no, it's the cat's underwear! Run! Ooh, wow, polka dot underwear with ruffles. This isn't your pair, Polar Bear. Is it? Let's have a look. Wiggle, wiggle. Nope, that's Squid's underwear. And he's got 10 legs. This pair of carrot underwear is upside down. Is that your pair, Polar Bear? No way. Definitely not. Whose underwear is it? Oh, it's Bunny's underwear, and it looks great on his head. Here's some white underwear. Whose pair could this be? Look closer. Ah, Polar Bear, you are wearing your underwear. Your pair isn't lost at all. Oh, I totally forgot I put on my new white underwear today. I had no idea I was wearing my own underwear. Thank you, Mouse, for all your help. I love a good book about underwear. I've got another silly one, if y'all can handle it. Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. That's what's called a blooper, kids. We picked that up. That comes later. I was about to say, I find that in times of trouble and when I'm a little anxious, that humor helps me more than many other things. And following in that vein, I'm going to read what is potentially one of the funniest books I've come across in my time working here, and it's called Pooh in the Zoo. And it's about exactly what it says. Shall we get started? Eli?
Oh, I'm so ready for this.
I know you are. A young Bob McGrew was a keeper at the zoo, and taking care of animals was what he loved to do. But it wasn't always fun because Bob was the one who had to push a cart around and scoop up all of the poo. There was tiger poo, and lion poo, and prickly porcupine poo, and plummeting giraffe poo that landed with a splat, and gobs of new poo and bouncy kangaroo poo, and a dotted line of droppings from a little fat wombat. There were flying bits of bat poo and, ooh, goodness, whose is that sort of poo? And a smelly pile of panda poo sitting on the sand. And a monkey always threw it just as fast as he could do it, so no one had any clue where his poo might land. Trixie. Bob felt dizzy. Oh, he was much too busy with the big jobs and little jobs all around the zoo. And then he slipped on a banana, cleaning up after an iguana, and ran off in the flippy-floppy way that iguanas do. The lizard caused hysteria in the zoo cafeteria, climbing on the counters, eating everything he saw. Creamy cakes of every size, giant pepperoni pizza pies, popsicles, potato chips, and sandwiches galore. And the iguana's bulging belly started wobbling like jelly. "Whew," he groaned. "I don't think I could eat another bite." But then his greedy little eyes saw some sparkly fireflies, and so he gobbled them up too, because he wanted something light. Iguana said, "Uh-oh," as his bum began to glow. He pulled a funny face and plopped a poop upon the floor. But Iguana's jaw soon dropped when he saw what he had plopped, and he ran back to his cage where Bob was waiting by the door. And Bob turned around and saw something glowing on the floor. A pile that glowed so brightly it was lighting up his face. "I've never seen poo so glowing or so green," he whispered to himself. "It must have come from outer space!" And the word soon got around about all that strange poo that Bob had found, and people flocked to stare at the amazing glowing poo. And then a man in a cravat and a sparkly blue top hat said, "Hello there, Mr. Zookeeper. My name is Hector Glue." "I'm like you," said Hector. "I'm another poo collector. I collect exotic poo. Ooh, I have quite a big selection. I want the world to see how amazing poo can be. Please, climb aboard my poo museum. I'll show you my collection." Who has a poo museum, honestly? Let's find out. "I have a pile of Yeti poo, and some that's like spaghetti poo. A smoking pile of dragon poo, it's very hard to find. A mammoth poo in ice. Ooh, and this one's very nice. It's a massive pile of poo from a dinosaur's behind. I've got huge poo, tiny poo, dusty poo, and shiny poo. Every kind of poo that you could ever wish to see. Well, I've got some dodo-doo-doo, but not glowing poo like you do. Ooh, I simply have to have it. Will you sell your poo to me?" So Bob sold the poo to Happy Hector Glue, and he spent all the money on a robot pooper scooper, and it rolls around the zoo and it picks up all the poo, and for Bob and all his animals, life is simply super duper. And that is the end of that wonderfully silly, smelly book. I've got just one more little thing to read today that's a little bit different. I'm going to read another poem like I did on our first video a couple weeks ago. This poem was written in 1968, but I think it's relevant for everything that's going on today, and it was written by someone that we all know and love pretty well, a man named Mr. Rogers. And it's titled, Please Don't Think It's Funny. Join me, won't you? Sometimes you feel like holding your pillow all night long. Sometimes you hug your teddy bear tightly. He's old, but he's still strong. And sometimes you want to snuggle up closely with your own mom and dad. At night, you even need the light sometimes, and that's not bad. Please don't think it's funny when you want an extra kiss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. Please don't think it's funny when you want the ones that you miss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. It's great to know you're growing up bigger every day, but sometimes things that you like to remember are often put away. And sometimes you wonder over and over if you should stay inside. When you enjoy a younger toy, you never need to hide. And in the long, long trip of growing, there are stops along the way for thoughts of all the soft things and the look of yesterday. For a chance to fill our feelings with comfort and with ease. And then till the new tomorrow, you can come now when you please. So please don't think it's funny when you want an extra kiss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. Please don't think it's funny when you want the ones you miss. There are lots and lots of people who sometimes feel like this. And I don't know about y'all, but there's a lot of people I'd like to give a hug to right now. And we'll see you soon.